Thank you. In today's fierce arena of global technological competition, China's chip industry has been subject to constraints and challenges. Among them, the blockade of chip technology from the United States and the ban on high-end lithography machines in the Netherlands. This series of blows seems to have pushed China onto a difficult road. However, just when everyone was skeptical about China's prospects in the field of 5G chips, Huawei turned the situation upside down again at an astonishing speed. Huawei released a brand new smartphone without warning just as U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo was visiting China. The phone is equipped with Huawei's latest Kirin 9000 chip and uses China's most advanced 7nm chip technology. In this regard, some industry experts have speculated that Huawei has successfully broken through the 1079-day chip blockade and achieved mass production of 5G chips. However, at this high-profile moment, European lithography machine supplier ASML begged China to continue buying their lithography machines. So, is there any intention behind this background? Thank you for watching the video. Why not subscribe? Before discussing this issue in depth, we need to understand why Western countries have been suppressing China's semiconductor industry. As a Chinese technology giant with a huge influence in the technology field, Huawei has achieved impressive development in recent years. Among them, Huawei has broken through the blockade of Google's mobile phone system in the United States and successfully launched the Hongmeng OS system. Soon after, Huawei also independently developed a cloud service platform, which is widely used in various fields such as enterprises, governments, and individual users. It has become an indispensable part of Huawei's digital transformation strategy. However, as one of the most developed countries in the world, the United States has always had doubts about China's rise. The most important reason is that China's development is too fast, and it even took only a dozen years to catch up with the efforts of the United States in the past few decades. Now, in order to curb China's rapid rise, the United States and its allies have adopted a series of suppression and sanctions measures, the most serious of which is in the semiconductor field. In the past few years, the United States has reached a cooperation agreement with Japan, which strictly limits China's development in the field of high-end semiconductors. Then they began to form an alliance with the Netherlands and restricted the export of equipment and technology to China and prohibited the export of high-end lithography machines to China. This series of sanctions has made Chinese technology companies face unprecedented challenges in competition. So, in the face of this series of challenges, how will China take countermeasures? As we all know, lithography machine is one of the core equipment in the semiconductor manufacturing process. The lithography machines in the Netherlands are considered to be the best in the world. However, in the field of lithography machine manufacturing, gallium and germanium are indispensable and rare materials, and China is the main supplier of gallium and germanium, scarce minerals in the world. In response to the restrictions imposed by the Netherlands, the Chinese government has decided to implement export controls on scarce mineral resources such as gallium and germanium starting from August 1st, which has seriously hindered the development of the Netherlands semiconductor industry. In addition, the United States has always maintained a leading position in the fields of optical fiber communication, aerospace, and biomedicine. However, when China announced that it would no longer supply them with scarce mineral resources such as gallium and germanium, some key industries in the United States will also face threats. But what is even more shocking to Western countries is that these technology blockades and sanctions have not stopped the development of China's semiconductor industry. On the contrary, China is becoming stronger and stronger. What exactly is this matter about? So far, Western countries have imposed sanctions on Chinese chips for more than 1,000 days. However, just when they thought that China could not develop chips, the Chinese company Huawei unexpectedly launched a mobile phone called Mate 60 Pro. Not long after, Tech Insights in the US did a detailed teardown of the phone and found that it uses the brand new Kirin 9000 chip. The chip uses 7nm process technology, and while it's not as advanced as some of the top chips in the world, it's only 2 to 2.5 nodes away in performance. This also means that China has successfully broken through the technological blockade of Western countries and successfully realized the mass production of 5G chips. Once this news was announced, Western countries that had blocked Chinese chips were shocked. Do you know what the mass production of China's Huawei 5G chips really means? In fact, after 1079 days of unremitting efforts, China has successfully achieved mass production of 5G chips. This important milestone marks that China is no longer afraid of the threat of the United States, but has confidently displayed its scientific and technological prowess and innovation capabilities on the global stage. At the same time, the sanctions plan of the United States in conjunction with Japan and the Netherlands has completely failed. But as far as China is concerned, it currently has a large amount of scarce mineral resources in its hands. If it imposes export restrictions on the United States in the future, it will deal a serious blow to the U.S. chip industry, and China can use these resources to continue to develop semiconductors and other industries. In addition, the large-scale production of Huawei's 5G chips also marks a new stage for the Chinese chip market and provides strong support for building a chip market structure that is conducive to China. Over time, Chinese chips have the potential to become the dominant player in the field. However, it is worth mentioning that since China achieved mass production of 5G chips, the attitude of the Netherlands towards China has undergone tremendous changes. The CEO of ASML, a Dutch lithography machine giant, expressed the hope that China will continue to import high-end lithography machines regardless of previous sanctions. This move surprised everyone. Why did the Netherlands suddenly start showing favor to China? In fact, it is not difficult to understand why the Dutch ASML company made such a response. Previously, the Netherlands stopped selling high-end lithography machines to China because it cooperated with the US sanctions against China, but the Netherlands did not get any benefits. In addition, the most worth mentioning is that ASML is a giant in the lithography machine industry, and most of the high-end lithography machines are produced by themselves. Therefore, after the Netherlands lost China, an important market, it directly lost nearly a quarter of its lithography machine order revenue. According to statistics, China purchases about 6 high-end lithography machines from ASML companies every year, and the price of a lithography machine exceeds hundreds of millions of dollars. Since cooperating with the United States to launch sanctions against China, the Netherlands not only did not get any benefits but lost a market of about $2.5 billion US. More importantly, since the Chinese government began to impose export restrictions on rare minerals, this has led to a reduction in the number of lithography machines produced by ASML companies from about 710 units to 690 units per year. It is understood that the average price of an ordinary lithography machine is $250 million US, which also means that the data of ASML's future production of lithography machines will continue to be fed. Therefore, it is understandable that ASML is now showing softness to China and asking China to resume cooperation. However, now that China has broken through the blockade in the chip field, it means that it is of little significance for the Netherlands to stop selling high-end lithography machines to China. So, facing the request of ASML in the Netherlands, what decision will China make? For China, whether it will continue to purchase ASML lithography machines in the future depends mainly on the attitude of the Dutch government. If the Netherlands actively courts China and maintains friendly relations with Western countries, then I think China will still be willing to buy Dutch lithography machines. However, if the Netherlands resolutely allies with Western countries and participates in sanctions against China, then ASML is likely to be blacklisted by China and may even terminate cooperation. Through observation, we found that there are not a few countries that have imposed technological blockades on China over the years, and it can be said that the number is gradually increasing. Surprisingly, the actions of these countries actually made China stronger. This situation indirectly proves an important point. Joint sanctions are not a wise choice. On the contrary, those countries that choose to cooperate with China have achieved fruitful results. In today's era of globalization, international cooperation has become an indispensable choice. China's development experience has brought us a lot of inspiration. It tells us that only through cooperation can we achieve a win-win situation. So, what do you think? I hope you can leave your real opinion below my video.